ओ फक, ये क्या है? वन नाइट विद भाई इन पलेसियो पुणे। भाई, भाई आने वाले हैं?
It's
It
it's
sounds so
it's
dangerous. Like one night with Bhai.
Could mean so
why is
many
this in
things.
why is this in Pune?
Oh, it's in Pune.
Okay, what?
हाँ,
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no.
क्या है लेकिन? What is one night in
So
with भाई?
so this is a event, a themed party, themed event that is happening in this place called. Oh, this is amazing. This is how you do pre-promotions, guys. Create a event so crazy that people just talk about it.
Yeah, I wish we
Yeah,
got
So
paid for this.
yeah.
yeah.
We're
So
not.
place there's a place called the Game Palacio,
Hmm.
or Palacio in Pune. And so they have this thing called One Night with Bhai. Get ready for the ultimate Salman Khan themed party
Oh
where
shit.
every track is a Bhai anthem.
Uh,
Every corner is Instagram worthy, and every guest gets a chance to steal the spotlight. Here's what awaits you: rupees 10,000 Bhai lookalike contest.
Oh,
अरे तो अपना जोएब भाई जाए ना, जो माँ कसम पे आए थे.
yeah.
It'll be the
He'll.
same
Ah,
guys.
I
What?
think
Hey, you
he'll
think that
host.
guy's going to go? You
He'll
remember
judge.
when we had done the lookalikes episode? There was that one Bhai
that
lookalike who does not look like Bhai at all.
Just shows
Just a
up
big guy
without a
with dud
shirt
hair.
on.
He's just a topless guy with Tere Naam
no,
hair.
but I must tell you that man is, for me, he's the poster boy for self-belief. Ki,
Yeah.
if you believe something, na, then no
Yeah.
matter how not true it is, it
हाँ.
feels like it's true. Like,
अगर
I
तुम
अगर
can
किसी
किसी
feel
चीज
चीज
it.
को
को पूरी
दिल से चाहो
हाँ.
तो पूरी
अरे
कायनात.
कायनात की माँ की मैं चाहता हूँ बस.
Wait, there's more, huh? There's more. So there's a non-stop Salman hits of the 90s. There are many contests that are happening on this night. There's a Dabang walk-off.
What the what? Do you? Oh, like so they'll ऐसे रैंप पे रखेंगे and he has to walk like
Walk
भाई
like
and
dabang.
do.
And
Yeah.
chashma, you have to put the chashma in one go.
ये.
One
हाँ.
go. You can't miss.
So it'll be that ना, one ऐसे ऐसे catwalk कर रहे हैं, but this is भाई walk. चल
हाँ.
You
के आने
know,
का.
the true Dabang walk-off would happen when the police actually raids this party.
Oh shit.
And they enter.
But like this, so so it'll be obviously the same guys doing it, right? The lookalikes are only going to do it.
No,
All
I think this is all party
we can
goers.
also go
All,
and do. Acha,
yeah.
oh, हाँ.
Then there is towel dance challenge.
अरे.
Oh, shit.
after after salsa and bachata, now there is
They just
tondia.
बचाओ. बचाओ. बचाता छोड़ो. अभी बचाओ.
dude, there's
Now,
going to be so many guys with towels between their legs. Just,
lots of towels.
Clothing optional.
oh God.
Now the best thing obviously is Salman themed cocktails,
Oh,
and they've given some examples. One is Tiger needs a drink. So far, so
okay.
good. Then
Nice.
they hit their peak, okay, with hit and rum.
Oh, bro.
क्या बात
What?
कर रहे हैं?
Bro, this has not been QC'd yet. I don't think it has got to Bhai's team. You can't write hit and rum, bro. That's too on the nose.
Two on the
Tiger
nose.
needs a drink. It should have been
Ah,
Tiger बेवड़ा है. You know what?
हाँ टाइगर बेवड़ा है. टाइगर जिंदा है.
Tiger बेवड़ा है.
टाइगर गाड़ी चलाएगा.
ah.
आज टाइगर गाड़ी चलाएगा.
I
Oh,
hope with Salman themed drinks, they're also giving a driver that you can rent for the
नहीं.
night
With
because
Salman theme drinks, you get two sides, which is Sohail and Arbaz. ऐसे साइड में मिलता है.
फिर और क्या है इधर?
And you have, 1 second. You also have, there is come dressed as Chulbul Pandey, Tiger, Sultan, Radhe, or whatever favorite Salman avatar, and celebrate a night dedicated to Bollywood's biggest superstar. In addition, you have photo experiences. Okay, so they have
Oh,
Salman mask station.
Yeah. So at
Okay,
no
then
point
you
is the
have
real Bhai going to come here.
no, unfortunately, I think you have to bring your own bhai. It's BYOB.
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 Salman mask station just so you'll go and you'll wear a mask which has a Salman face cut out.
The thing
Yeah,
is, you would assume there's going to be hundreds of masks. No, there's going to be one mask. that everybody's gonna
Yuck.
be
No,
wearing
no.
that paper का mask over and
No,
over.
no, no.
Then there'll be a
No,
wig
no,
on the
no.
side. वो wig भी बार बार सब लोग.
But they
There's
should have
no
expanded
costume
it. They should be
station.
like, there
जैसे
should be
क्योंकि
a
तुमको बस कपड़ा उतारने का है. If there is a photograph, you have to just take your shirt off and now you're in Bhai costume. उसके लिए वो
you know
लोग
what I would
₹500
rather
चार्ज
have?
करेंगे.
I'd rather have you take a bhai wala lower body cutout, ठीक है, from when he is full buff, and then उसके ऊपर जाके तू अपना सर डाल सकता है. You know what I mean? वो वाला
And
मिल जाएगा.
Thakur, it's almost like you're on the organizational committee.
Oh no.
Because there is.
Life size standee plus hole in face in hole photo booth.
Yeah, come
We got you
on.
covered.
And that sounds so wrong. Face in hole photo
face
booth
in whole
sounds.
photo booth.
But
सर
I
खड्डे
like
पे
it.
अपना
Like,
मुंह डालो. क्या? अरे खड्डे पे
I'm
मुंह
just
डालो
thinking,
सर.
do you think, like, I feel like Salman is probably the only pop culture icon that you could have this kind of theme, fun,
No,
like a
no,
crazy.
no.
Who
नहीं
else?
नहीं
No,
Who
शाहरुख
else
Amit
का
do
ji.
you?
डूड शाहरुख का हो
Amit
सकता है.
ji.
शाहरुख का स्टैंडी होएगा. शाहरुख है and there are no arms on it, so you have to put your arms like this.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
तेरे
fun,
हाथ आएंगे फोटो.
fun.
हाँ.
No, but I'm saying, like, in this, this zone of kitschy rubbish nonsense, who else would you put? Like, yeah, Shah Rukh I
Amit
can
ji.
see. Who
Amit
else?
ji.
Hmm.
Not anymore, obviously. Not from Suryavansham time, but like
Hmm.
पहले का तो देखा तो
The pre, yeah.
Yeah, with Amit ji
No,
क्या आएगा? You will
Himesh?
get a moment in a photograph moment where
हिमेश.
your wife is accepting an award, but उसका standee is Rekha, and then camera cuts to you, and that's a moment that you get, and you get to take it home with you.
It's edited
Right?
live.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to another episode of The Internet Said So, a show we take dimension, develop facts, active and personal stories, and we talk about it. And today we are going to talk about something that's been on our timelines for the last fucking 1 month. Okay, there's been like a spate of resurgence in reality TV shows. Okay, and I for one I'm fully hooked because I don't think I watched a reality show for a while. लेकिन इसका थोड़ा तुम लोग को प्री कॉन्टेक्स्ट देते, ठीक है. जब भी हम लोग टूर पे थे ना लंदन में, दोपहर को बहुत गर्म होता था बाहर जाने को, तो हम लोग घर पे चिल कर देते. मैं, कौतुक, आदर, अपर्णा. और क्या करे, तो एक दिन हम लोगों ने ऐसा खोला और ऐसे लॉकअप था उधर. वी सेड चलो लेट्स वॉच इट, क्या होगा.
हो जाए.
लगाया एंड जो मजा आया है फर्स्ट एपिसोड से ही, ठीक है. एंड आई डोंट नो हम लाइक नाउ दैट इट्स ओवर, like I miss it, but I remember the start of it because we start, you start watching it ironically, ठीक है, and you watch it and now then you get invested, and now suddenly
Yeah.
like by the end of 35 episodes, like I'm on, like I pick sides and I'm angry this one was out.
By the way, Thakur, you have also perfectly described what it is like to consume Indian media, news media. Like it's
Yeah.
exactly this.
You start
going like,
consuming it
"Ye to ajeeb
ironically."
log hai." And then, I am on this side.
And before you know, you've been indoctrinated.
Yeah.
Full proper. तो हम लोग वैसे we started Lock Up like that. I remember telling Nikita, अच्छा listen, we are watching it here. You also start watching it, so we'll be on the same this when we come back. And she didn't want to watch it, but something happened where three of us, we couldn't stop. And I have realized that I was
locked
common
in.
between एक बार आदर में और अपर्णा रात के 2-3 बजे तक देख रहे. फिर अगले दिन तुम लोग सो गए थे तो मैं और कौतुक कुछ 2 बजे तक देख रहे. We kept watching and bro, fully hooked up मतलब
Yeah.
I hooked on to it and quite sad that it's over. तुम लोगों ने तूने देखा लॉकअप?
मैंने तो पूरा देखा है. The thing is, me and Aparna continued. You guys left us with this horrible habit, and then we just, it's like, तुम लोग के दोस्त बोलते हैं अरे एक ड्रैग तो लेना, क्या ही हो जाएगा. वो एक ड्रैग तुम लोग ने हम लोग के मुंह में डाला है, और मैं और अपर्णा अभी बैठ के बस ऐसे देखते जाते हैं.
Aadar is now chain watching reality.
Yeah.
दो पैकेट है दिन के.
And dude, the other thing that happened also is that because we got onto it much later, when you actually sat down to watch it, you had like 10 episodes.
Binge. Yeah.
So and when I came back, इधर आके बाद पहले 2-3 दिन तो चिल करना है ना, तो मैं और निकी बोला चल babe, let's watch Lock Up. तो उसने थोड़ा catch up कर लिया था. She skipped few episodes, we got on the same, and bro, from that day till whatever day before yesterday, it was bro, दिमाग में रात को सपने आ रहे थे.
Yeah.
निकिता मेरे को उठ के बोले, bro, I had a dream about that Shreya and Shilpa Shinde. इतना देख रहे थे Bro, I was fully hooked. ठीक है, and there's the other one also, Alliance, but अपन पहले लॉकअप का बात करते
No, but we have
हैं. कितना देखा है
laughed so
कौतुक?
much. Something I feel like Thakur, you were the dealer for me. क्योंकि जब तू नहीं था ना, फिर मेरा ऐसा आदत छूट गया.
Because, guys, I'll tell you the best fun of watching a show like this, obviously,
Yeah,
you can never watch it alone. I have never been able to watch reality TV alone, right? No matter how invested I am. You always, one is because we are watching it ironically before eventually getting invested, but that watching ironically also, you need people with you. Like, अब हम तीन लोग बैठ के जब देख रहे थे, it wasn't watching like a regular show. We are watching it और अपन मजाक उड़ा रहे हैं, छोटे छोटे चीजें we are able to point out. Like it became postmortem basically. We were doing live postmortem.
So that's what was happening. Aparna said this because she was like, तुम लोग तीनों के साथ मैं बहुत हंसी हूँ देखते देखते because there's live commentary happening. And then she was like, एक दिन बाद मैंने जाके खुद ऐसी अकेला देखा because she didn't want to decide what to watch, which is again a decision fatigue. So she's like, fuck it, day लगा देता हूँ. तो वो on किया उसने and then she's like, oh, it's not as much fun. I don't know why I'm not laughing. And then she realized you three were missing because तुम लोग इतना, you were not letting those guys get their bullshit in because you're making fun of it.
And we used to the hallmark of when a thing is fun is when someone in the group says एक second rewind कर
yeah
वापस लगा.
Yeah.
So one was that, but I also wanted to add to this what you said, Thakur, कि you want to watch it with people because you want to make fun, like have like look at that stuff and laugh. But it's also, I think there is one thing where it's a great conversation starter because what you're essentially doing is you're also looking at people making decisions, right? Good, bad, ugly, all decisions. So then you get to discuss.
And you put yourself there, right? Exactly. That, if you were in this one's place, what would you be doing? It becomes bro, I'm telling you. And then there are times when if you're siding one person and suddenly Nikita pauses it, what do you mean? Why are you siding with him? That's completely wrong. And I'm like, I don't know. I didn't mean for us to start fighting watching these fucking guys. वो भी हो जाता है कि उधर उन लोग झगड़ रहे हैं, अगर तूने साइड ले लिया ना, पॉज होके इधर झगड़ा चालू हो जाता है.
Bhai, pause. But sometimes it's just stupid where you're just looking at the screen and you can't let it continue without pause. ये क्या चल रहा है? And just both of us are just, why are we watching this?
Bro, the other thing I think about is that thank God that we are, I'm so glad that the streaming generation and the streaming era has started because earlier we used to watch reality shows on live TV. It's like watching it in the wild where you have no control over it, right? वो चलते जा रहा है. So what I'm getting at is that sometimes when they begin fighting and yelling at each other, right? You, them, everyone has forgotten what it's about, what the fight is about. It is just people with with lung capacities that are astonishing, just yelling at each other. So you can now forward that. When there is a boring task, you can forward that. That is the correct way. Just get to the masala which you like and then move past all the crap that you don't like.
Great point. क्योंकि literally अभी अगर कोई इसमें बार बार, एक तो बहुत रोते हैं ये शोज पे, ठीक है, कितने भी तू जो दे, they just start crying for, I mean, not for no reason, they have their reasons, but like I'm not watching the show for those reasons. Like, I heard you once, I get it. Like, can I please move the fuck on to somebody calling each other names? That's the real meat. Bro, तो इसमें even Lock Up पे कितने पब्लिक का एक रोना धोना वाला चल रहा था, just sad sob stories है वो.
अरे बट वो लोग पियानो म्यूजिक भी डालते हैं उधर, पियानो म्यूजिक आता है.
हाँ.
Bro, by the way, Aadar had called it.
Acha, by the way, spoiler guys, if you've not watched it. Honestly, the show has spoiled you as a human being. So I don't know what more is left to spoil. So I called right up top, like episode 4-5 में, Shreya, who won Lock Up, had her own music. So I was like,
her own theme
nobody
song.
else does. Nobody else. Yeah, it's a make way for the queen.
And no, but that was also happening because she was literally the only one who was doing stuff.
We both worked in production.
Getting into fights.
We have both worked in production. I have worked in background music where the budget is so fuck all. The fact that they told a background guy, ye banega, and he had to sit and make it on that shit minuscule budget means I knew that she had won.
only a musician would have caught that. Because Thakur and I very obliviously, we've just been like, "Arey, इतना बसड़ करती है, ये करती है, वो करती है. Why would you say that she'll wear?" And Aadar is like, "नहीं."
But she was going to be in that.
अच्छा
Bro,
हुआ
you
है,
know,
ये music पे
sometimes
ढचा
you
हुआ
can see you see those contestants,
Yeah,
and literally, I'm telling you, in the first episode, you are at least able to, if not all the way, at least predict the top 5 easily.
yeah.
Easily, unless somebody
because
does some
her
fucking
first
180
moment,
or some wild card comes, then you're like, okay, later, like the Shilpa
Wait,
Shinde who came
sorry.
in the show.
बट
came
उसका
out of
फर्स्ट
fucking
मोमेंट,
nowhere.
वो जो श्रेया का फर्स्ट मोमेंट था, was literally राम कपूर को बोल रही थी कि oh, whatever
Exactly.
you said, apologize. Ram is like, I apologize. Yeah, but I just found out, so now you apologize again.
Apologize.
That was the opening episode.
So sorry, just for everybody who has somehow already made it this far with no context for some reason, we'll quickly tell you what Lock Up is. Okay, Lock Up is where celebrities who have quote unquote done something offensive in the real world now get to repent
offensive,
on
scandalous,
reality.
gotten into some
Offensive,
sort of
scandalous, some kind of
controversial.
social crime. Yeah, controversy, social crime is how they position it.
Yeah.
And so now they get to repent on reality TV, right?
Yeah.
And the whole idea, the conceit of it is ki this reality show with Ritesh and Farah Khan will reform these degenerates and release them back
redemption.
into
There will be
society.
redemption.
They have to go
Through
the
Ritesh
no, you know,
Deshmukh. Ritesh
they try
Deshmukh
so hard.
is giving you redemption.
No, they tried so hard to give it that sort of a thing where, oh, these were your controversy, social crime, etc. that you've done. Now, over the course of the next 6 weeks, you will have a redemption journey. Okay, you will own your truth. Like shit like that. I'm like, nobody getting paid 10, 15 lakhs a week to stay. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit. There's no fucking redemption journey. They have to package it that
No,
way.
and it's a fun enough conceit because what it does is, and it's a rare thing, where celebrities are signing up to be poked and prodded for the very things that they would not want to be poked and prodded about.
Yeah, but some of them are just force-fitted because इसका एक को कोई तो था जिसके बहुत follower हैं, so he's been taken because he's got audience.
Riaz.
हाँ, and उसका आप बहुत boring है, ये आपका crime है. The amount of force fitting that was required to bring.
No, but he was.
Oh, no, that was Riaz. That was Riaz.
But Riaz was because he has 27 million followers. That was his thing. Every time you heard Riaz, you had 27 million followers. This guy is introverted, so he used to not talk that much. So literally week on week, the jailers would come and say, "Arey Riaz, tu to kuch bolta nahi hai. Tere 27 million followers kuch bolta nahi hai." And then you kind of sort of like realize that, okay, I know this Shreya Sayer's sister, she was going to go. She was not going to last longer than a week, 10 days. From the first get-go, only you're like, she's going to go. You know this Riaz, after about 10 days, he was there only for followers. He was going to go.
You know, if there was voting, I'm pretty sure even Shreyas would have voted, please take my sister out of this. Please.
Yeah, seriously. No, so anyway.
Govinda's wife. I think Govinda's wife.
Let's give context. Let's give context about the show because now we are going to contestants. So like
so first rule is that these guys have done something stupid and then they have redemption journey and each one has 3 secrets that they have kept hidden. And
that can be a lifeline.
Yeah, so in case they're about to get eliminated or shit like that, they can reveal the secret to everybody and they can use the lifeline. But
and
they
just
have
to tell you,
sorry.
No, just to tell you, the secrets are not at all equal. Because some people have actual secrets and some people have, hey, I had to come up with something for the show. So
for the show.
Something. Right?
Yeah.
And it's wild. So
and occasionally at the beginning of the thing, each person draws a card where you might have to reveal your secret to one person in the house. So that means that one person knows your secret and that person can ruin. So that means if that person just shares it with everybody, tera ek lifeline gaya. That is the concept of the show. And बीच में तुम लोग को खाने वाने के लिए हर हफ्ता कुछ पैसा मिलता है. And everybody's fighting. Yeah.
So you get money.
Yeah, and you're fighting over food, which is the most. It's basically psychological warfare that they are doing on these contestants.
Bro, you can see, right, episode after episode, you can see like the narrative or the script being written in a certain way where you want certain things to happen. The way they engineer it, it's crazy. Like you know it's gonna happen. Like this is the first reality show where inside the reality show there is also a fucking Saas Bahu serial going on between that Harshad and Shivangi. Bro, that was literally a daily soap.
Yeah.
For 30 episodes, it was a daily soap with all the things, you know, of हम तो दोस्त है लेकिन दोस्ती इतनी गहरी है but दोस्ती के लिए वो कुर्बानी देगा. Harshad, by the way, Harshad Chopra is a guy, he's a TV actor, okay, and somebody told him action one time, and then after that didn't say cut.
Stopped.
He's not said cut, and he cannot just talk normally, bro. He is in a full daily soap. तूने end में Kautuk, you've not reached the end, no?
Yeah.
When you see the last few episodes, you will die.
So there's a point where Arshad and that girl that he likes are the two people left, and basically they're sitting in a cage, and
they're sitting in a cage.
Yeah, so one person has to leave so that one person who remains in the cage ends up in the final, and they have to convince each other or some shit like that, and he basically betrays her trust or something and makes her leave.
No, he tells her that, I lost to you in the previous task on purpose.
On purpose. Okay, I've
so
been
she gets very
I've been helping you get
to
this point. And then she cries, she leaves, and that crying, Kautuk, they've spent at least 15 minutes of close-ups, tight closes, like proper TV serial chal raha hai with music. So Ekta Kapoor has put a TV soap inside a reality show, and Christopher Nolan can suck it.
Nice. Yeah. Because so by the way, just to kind of to talk about the pleasure of reality TV, right? So even Siddhi and I, we consume reality shows, especially when you come back and you're like, I don't want to watch something that is, that will tax my mind and I have to pay attention. So we'll put on like a 90-day Fiancé or a Splitsvilla or whatever. You just watch it for the pleasure of the fact that one thing that reality TV does, and which is very interesting, is that it will literally, it's generating conflict, which is very satisfying to watch in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to see people have a bad time and go at each other. Right?
Is it satisfying to watch, or it's just making you feel better about your life?
अरे Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude.
नहीं, एक तो है कि दुनिया में बहुत सारे चूते हैं, एंड थैंकफुली इस बार मैं नहीं हूँ, मैं किसी और को देख रहा हूँ. ये लोग हैं यार, right? But I think one is that, but I also think that on top of that there is the thing of कि we like seeing, when you think of writing a fiction show, you are trying to generate this kind of emotion, strong emotion, right? Which is somehow organically being created just by putting people into these situations, right? And all reality shows are essentially made in such a way that your character gets revealed, because character is revealed under pressure. So you put people under pressure and their true selves begin to emerge or pop out. And by the way, I must tell you this. So full disclosure, I've been working on behind the scenes on reality shows, and I had all these questions of how scripted is it? How much is it just manufactured, etc. Of course, there is scripting. Of course, there are, things that have to be done behind the scenes, but there is genuinely a pressure that begins to form when people are put in a closed space with each other and they cannot escape it, and resources are kept at a minimum, right? There is genuinely something that comes out.
100%. When I'm saying scripted, right, I'm saying from the point of view of generating a certain
that is there.
narrative that you need. You don't know how the person will react, but you feel that you can make that judgment that if we put these two guys in this sort of situation, then this is most likely the reaction that will come out from them. Like this Harshad Shivangi example, right? Yeah. Towards the end, bro, you see that entire arc. Okay, their arc is they've joined in. They're the only two people from outside who know each other really well because they've acted in a show together. Throughout the show, she's always shown like the good bahu. She's the sweet one, not gotten into any issues, fights anywhere. And you see this guy Harshad, who is very always taking care of her overtly, where as a third person you'll be like, oh, of course, bro, either there's something going on between them, or he definitely likes her.
Yeah.
Right. And she would play the card of, no, we are just really good friends, which from her side is true. They're just good friends. But as you see the show, as time passes in the show, you see that this guy who decides to take a stand for her, never lets her speaks on her behalf. when she's not been asked.
Classics.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know, it's one of those where Shivangi और श्रेया का एक fight हो गया था, ठीक
हाँ,
है?
वो रोने लग
And
गई.
then
हाँ.
और शिवांगी रोते हुए बाहर है, उसने नॉक किया दरवाजे पे और हर्षद इज इन द बाथरूम और व्हाटएवर. देन ही कम्स आउट एंड ही इज लाइक व्हाट हैपेंड, क्या हुआ? और इसका तो चालू सीधा एक्शन, डेली सोप चालू हो गया हर्षद का, ठीक है? वो उसको बता रही है, शी जस्ट टॉकिंग टू हिम एंड सेइंग दैट यू नो आई गॉट इनटू अ फाइट विद श्रेया और मैंने उसको ये बोला, उसने मुझे ये बोला. क्या कहा उसने, क्या कहा? एंड व्हाइल शिवांगी इज क्राइंग शी सेड, उसने कहा इज दिस अ क्वेश्चन टू आस्क? ठीक है, this is the line, is this a question to ask? What do you think Harshad's reaction was? Do you remember this?
Yeah.
That
He goes to murder Shreya. मैं murder
bitch, ऐसा कुछ तो वो bitch बोल को ऐसा कर रहे हैं, people are like holding him back. How can she say this?
How
He
can
is somewhere else and he's like, why is he yelling? What's going
Bro,
on?
can I tell you something? Thakur, this reminds me of the best definition of the word melodrama that I have ever heard.
Melodrama.
When the reaction is disproportionate to the action.
The thing said. Yeah.
But the irony of the fact that it's called melodrama.
Yeah, but it doesn't come from
This is not
that.
mellow at all.
It's not mellow at all. It's hyper drama.
This is just drama. Huh?
But the
No, so
other thing
anyway,
is,
going back to this, so you see this happen, right? You see this side of everybody is like, everybody can see it. Eventually, Shilpa Shinde comes into the thing and she starts doing chabi that, arey, you guys are just lovebirds. Arey, kya lovebird? Again, he has a breakdown. Again, he yells, kya lovebirds?
Lovebird लगा रखा है.
Lovebird. ठीक है, ये सब चल रहा है. Then you've seen that angle. And then suddenly, during one elimination thing, Harshad gets eliminated. Then Shivangi is crying, कि अरे Harshad चला गया, her closest friend in the thing. Harshad is also there. Cut to एक हफ्ते बाद public को realize हुआ.
When he goes away, उसका चद्दर और ब्लैंकेट लेके उसने अपने पास रखा है हर्षद का. But this is friends.
Platonic friends.
oh boy.
देख, Kautuk and Varun left my house. Trust me, मैंने उन लोगों का चद्दर लेके सीधा वॉशिंग मशीन में फेंका.
चला दिया है.
ठीक है. Then he is out for a week. They bring him back as again wild card.
Also, there are no rules to these shows.
That's what I'm saying.
No rules.
Bro, I'll tell you the level of no rules in Lock Up. ठीक है, एक तो ये कि अरे ये eliminate हो गया. And there's a contestant Yogesh who was ex Splitsvilla whatever. He's also very popular. हाँ. Both of them have gotten eliminated. Whereas if you had to just look at the pecking order of elimination, there were way more people. Sufi, Dheeraj, Dhupar, ये सब लोग जो थे ना, you would want them out because they're not really contributing shit to the show.
Yeah.
They did exactly that. 1 week later, they've gotten these guys back again. Hood पूरा डाला हुआ है, face वहाँ, they reveal. अभी जो दो elimination में है, they will face off against these guys to find a place.
You know,
so when you're eliminated, you're not truly eliminated.
One other, like, if you just think about it for 2 seconds, it starts becoming like it starts khatkoing. The fact that this whole thing is about redemption, I know it's almost like rehab for these celebrities, but before rehab, वो eliminate हो चुका है. अब तुमने उसको वापस release कर दिया.
No rehabilitation for you, no redemption for you. But you know why this is happening? Can I tell you? This is insider stuff. So a lot of them, when they have contracts, the contracts have specific dates, matlab number of weeks. These are locked into the contract. So whether Sufi gets eliminated at week 3, he's going to get paid for 5 weeks. So then the writers of the show are like, wait, we still have Sufi on call, use him. So they're just using actors that they have कि एक और हफ्ते का इसको पैसा जा ही रहा है, तो इसको बोलते हैं आ तू सेट पे और तू एक और टास्क करेगा.
तो एक तो ये है. The second is कि you know what I really enjoy, so especially in these celebrity ones, right? It's also the pleasure of, or not the pleasure, the curiosity. कि people want to see what do celebrities look like, you know, like in daily life, so to speak, right? And you'll notice this where episode 1, where everyone's introduced, right? They all come straight out of a makeup van. They've got all their, you know, the best clothes and the best makeup and hair done and everything. And literally the next morning when they wake up, you know, it takes 3 seconds for you to recognize everybody again. Because they genuinely look that different.
Put it back and they're out again.
Then after that, day 2 se chalu.
But that's what, na? So like
every morning ka that shot you'll see them in their nothing on their face. But you know, इसमें Govinda's wife was fucking highly entertaining, bro. She was highly entertaining.
If she
She's anyway
stayed,
full mover.
she would have won. Like if she stayed, I would watch a podcast with this woman just talking,
Bro,
like a solo
if she
podcast.
stayed, if
Just
she
give her a
stayed,
topic and she just riffs for 20
but
minutes.
there is enough. There is a lot of videos of her. So she has come and she has just said, "हाँ, सब actor लोग करते हैं." She has pretty much outed Govinda also. So after a point, and then because she's also older, right? So with the physical tasks and all get very this. So she's probably had a full thinking, I'm done with this now. So they've made a health sort of a reason, you know, her diabetes, idea. But to take her out, लॉकअप में आप तभी बाहर जा सकते हैं अगर आपको कोई लेने आया हो. अगेन जस्ट इट हैपेंड वंस इन दिस एंटायर शो एंड दे लाइक इफ यू हैव टू गो देन वी नीड सम कंटेंट मसाला.
नहीं, आपका बेल देने के लिए किसी को आना.
So Govinda, by the way, that episode, just that specific 15 minutes, guys, just watch it and you'll be like,
bro, but Sunita Ahuja was so funny where you know, they were trying to put charges on the celebrities on day one, right? So they go to Sunita and they say कि, you know, आप पे इल्जाम है कि आप you know, गोविंदा के बारे में बहुत सारी चीजें बोली हैं. आपने बोला है कि आपने गोली नहीं चलाई थी उन पे. हाँ, तो वो तो सही, तो she owns it. Secondly, she says, हाँ, मैंने नहीं चलाई क्योंकि चलाया हो तो मिस थोड़ी ना करती.
And then, you know, when Govinda comes for a bail, right? He gets a bullet. अरे मैंने सुना तुम मुझे गोली मारना चाहती थी तो मैं गोली लेके आया. Her response is, हाँ तो फिर गन भी लाते ना.
Oh, that's amazing. Superb.
She was very funny. Superb. She was very funny.
And oddly likable, like very likable, because
very likable.
You have this whole Muffat, you know, sort of like I speak my mind person, this character, and then you also have these moments where she is very sincerely missing her kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like
she talks about butterfly and all.
Yeah, like both those things are so interesting and they make her so likable, right? Like these two extremes of personality, which is another thing that you want to see, and which is why North India rules the roost when it comes to reality shows, because nobody does extremity of emotion and zero fucks about how they come across on TV like the folks on the north of India. वो पहुंच जाते हैं आप they just explode onto your screen with zero, like you could see even the Splitsvilla on this show. Different gravy, bro. Different gravy. They are battle.
What the fuck is a Splitsvilla? Come to the एक मिनट.
It's villain or villain?
No.
What is villain? Villain ही होगा ना. Villain क्यों होगा?
अरे Splitsvilla का, it's a person who resides in a place will become like something alien, not Splitsvilla.
Splitsvillapurians, जो भी है, Splitsvillans जो आते हैं ना, वो bro, they come, you know, it's like वो लोग reality show के academy से आ रहे हैं.
Yes.
They are the creme de la creme, graduates.
Bro, they
know of reality shows.
Because even this Yogesh and Akansha Chaudhary karke, they were from Splitsvilla or something, and there's a certain demeanor, they're in a flow state, bro. This is actually their natural environment.
Flow state.
Yeah.
The outside world is where they have to act. Here, they just switch on and they are like, you know what they're saying, why they're saying it, how they're saying, because they know
where the cameras are.
ये angle ऐसा है, मैं इसको ऐसा बोल दूंगी तो मेरा ऐसा हो जाएगा. अभी इतने टाइम के लिए तो करना है.
And you know, like they have a personality type which it flowers under conflict. So when they're not fighting with people, you know, it's like वो मुरझा जाते हैं थोड़ा. But the minute ऐसा जंग छिड़ती है ना, वो एकदम खिल जाते हैं. अब बता.
You're saying that the dung of fighting is their fertilizer. So that's how they.
Yes.
It's their sunlight.
So I'll tell you. By the way, there is a full ladder. Okay, there is a reality show ladder. Okay, you start at say a roadies. Okay, you win roadies, you then come to Splitsvilla. You win Splitsvilla, then you go to Bigg Boss. Now you know, you can either go to Bigg Boss or you can go to one of the Alliance or Lock Up or whatever. And that's the sort of, and from there, then you become, you know, you try for small, but you know.
But I still don't understand, like, why would like Ram Kapoor, by the way, okay, वो तो बहुत चला, full final में भी आया, ठीक है. राम कपूर जो ऐसा बात करते हुए पूरा टाइम कुछ तो उसका उंगली चल रहा है. Okay, yes, thank you. See, मैं जो ये वो It's become a full meme now that he's just this.
He was like, he was doing that mental abacus.
Dude, he was so.
Kids.
Do you know this? Do you know this? Uska net worth is over 100 crores or something because he already comes from a rich family. Plus, he's minted in television.
Yeah, television.
Uska kuch so, what is your reason to come on the show? I don't understand.
I think Ekta Kapoor forced him to come.
Relevance. No, it's also this now that you are on a national. So you're on a national show which is getting spoken about every week for.
No, वो तो है. That though I understand. Of course, that's one of the reasons. But does a Ram Kapoor need that right now? Wouldn't it be better for him?
I think it's.
Like,
I think it's
honestly, we are talking about Ram Kapoor. We were not talking about Ram Kapoor a month ago.
Bro, everybody was talking because the talking point became he lost the amount of weight that he did.
But that's casual. Suddenly, now, so this is like everyone's just like, "Arey Ram ne kya kiya? Ram."
Bro, it was like what I also think is that there is this, especially like when you have this kind of show, right? Which I think also they did a very interesting thing by doing a weekly sort of like a scheduled, like not just dropping the whole series like Netflix usually does or Prime usually does, where they just drop everything and you watch it. It's nice that they have this with reality. They have this staggered thing
because in today's day and age, you have to be that immediate. Otherwise, it's very tough to keep it a secret. So they have a 1 day buffer. So जो तू आज देख रहा है, उन्होंने कल edit किया.
No, what I'm
ऐसे चल रहा होगा.
It's still good that you have like you have a scheduled drop. It's not like a binge, drop everything at once and people can binge the whole thing. And the reason I'm saying that is because over that time you get to digest it, you process it, you have your own theories about people, and you get to know these people. And I think that's one of the interesting things about reality. Over time, no matter who that person is, you get to know them in some degree. No matter how much they're faking it or whatever it is, like eventually
parasocial vibe.
I think that is very attractive to a lot of people. I'll be part of this.
And they have rabid fan bases outside. Like they are like invested in their life. Like I'll give you this. I didn't know about Yogesh and this Akansha. I didn't know half the people. I knew Ram Kapoor. And Sufi because I had watched Traitors. And Govinda's wife. These three people from that initial lineup is who I knew or have seen. The other guys I've never seen nor heard about. But once अपन सब देखना शुरू किया ना जब मैं जाके फिर इन लोगों का Instagram खोला ये सब मिलियन वाले पब्लिक है bro.
Million.
And like they're in the conversation. अरे योगेश की ex girlfriend ने ये किया तो उसके साथ उसका वो हुआ और आकांक्षा और उसके. I'm like wow bro. Suddenly now I know about Yogesh, Akansha and Suzanne.
That was a full
no fucking idea
that happened. Dude, like the other interesting thing is I was speaking to, by the way, so a lot of comics are now doing reality shows, right?
हाँ मेरे को Traitors करना है अगर मिलेगा तो Traitors कर ले.
So if you're watching Amazon Prime,
Varun for Traitors. Go spam Traitors. This why Varun is not there.
Yeah, hey guys, can y'all do this as homework for today, please? Amazon Prime के next season we want Varun, please. थोड़ा 10-15 डाल दो ना ऐसा तो थोड़ा लगे. We can, and then if it does happen, imagine what an arc this will be. Guys, come on, let's make it happen. It's a long-term
part of it.
And then Varun goes on Traitors and gets eliminated in the first week. Like what a fucking.
मैं तेरे को ये लिख के देता हूँ. मैं first week में तो नहीं जाऊँगा. First week में नहीं जाऊँगा.
But I know that you will not be able to identify a traitor. Not a single one.
नहीं कर लेगा. Varun पकड़ेगा.
नहीं क्योंकि जब SNG में था तो तब
but guys, please go to Amazon Prime page, go to the Traitors promo and say next year we want.
Why do you want to be part of Traitors so badly?
Traitors is a better show. I think it's a more chilled out show.
देख मैं लॉकअप में जाके मुझे कुछ नहीं रिडीम करना है अपने आप को, ठीक है? मैं जैसा हूँ वैसा ही रहना चाहता हूँ, ठीक है? मुझे नहीं रिडीम होना है.
राम कपूर literally came in and said आपके redemption होगी. नहीं, I don't want redemption. It's like, why are you here, Ram?
So by the other thing is, the reason I brought up the comics thing was because I was talking to a comic who had been on a reality show, and they were telling me ki, so again, like I was asking about what is it like, what does it feel like to be inside, right? So they were like, initially you go in with the thing that, hey, I've watched reality. I'm smarter than this. I
Hmm.
know that, I'm not going to be an idiot. You go inside. 2 hours, you're aware that you're mic'd, that there are cameras, that all of this is being recorded. After about the second, third, fourth hour, you actually forget
Forget.
because it's too much to keep thinking about because it's too long a time frame to be constantly second guessing your behavior. So you
Hmm.
then you start just behaving and reacting to the situations that are emerging, right? And also in those shows, you like the contestants themselves can also tell, the social dynamics of that group, because
Hmm.
immediately there will be some leaders who will emerge. Immediately there'll be some people ki, acha ye ladne wala hai sabse, acha ye, like everyone picks a character. And some of the
Hmm.
ones who are really good at reality, they understand what characters to pick basis what narrative they would like in the show, like that smart that way, which is what
Hmm.
the sort of like the academy of MTV teaches you, as you go up the
Hmm.
runs.
क्या
कि
था ब्रो, एमटीवी गाने सिखाता था जब भी हम लोग छोटे थे.
yeah, abhi abhi I think that's all that's left, no? It's only the reality shows that are left. I don't think there's
Yeah,
anything else.
yeah.
So that was one thing.
And then
There was
the
one more thing that
hosts.
I
Can
wanted to
we
talk about.
talk about the hosts?
मैं आ रहा हूँ तेरे सामने.
Oh,
Here comes the
fuck.
jailer. ओ ब्रो, ये मेरे हम
If
मैं और निकिता पूरा दिन एक दूसरे को ये गाता. 8 बजता है ना तो हम लोग ऐसे, मैं आ रहा हूँ तेरे सामने. Here comes the
That's hilarious.
I
jailer.
just imagine Ritesh Deshmukh's face, and I just like him reading, him just reading that teleprompter with no life behind his eyes. Just like, तू क्यों कर रहा है? क्यों जाने देना? है ना तेरे पास
एक
पैसा? तू पॉलिटिशियन का
उसका भी
बेटा है. क्या है तेरे को
उसका भी उसमें
प्रॉब्लम?
रेंज है. उसका भी रेंज है. वो ऐसे फनी होस्ट बनने की कोशिश करता है. फिर जब भी एक टाइम आता है ना कि अगर उसको सीरियसली किसी को रेप्रिमांड करना तो एकदम एक वो वाला.
Hmm.
अच्छा, आई लव फारा खान. फारा खान इज गुड. वो
Farah,
आके
I think Ritesh
उंगली करती है.
brings Farah down.
What?
Farah alone would have been a better host than these two together.
No, I think Ritesh was also very good in the show, like necessary in the show,
ही
only
गेट्स
because
बेटर.
Farah was not taking the show seriously at all, in my opinion.
That's
She
what.
just
That's what
came
I
and she was
love.
just like,
That's it. That's
No,
Govinda's
she was,
wife. It's
bro.
Govinda's wife all over again. Just
Farah
hosting.
was hosting the show as somebody who would watch a show like that. You know what I mean? Because
Hmm.
she was
yeah.
very clearly able to stir the pot. Every time she
No,
showed up,
she was like, this is brain rot, and I'm bringing my brain rot to this brain
yeah,
rot.
yeah. So
And no, but
Dude.
if
what I
somebody is
want,
not contributing, she will do that chabi,
Yeah, but
such
the
that,
chabi
but
is sometimes
she'll
just
have.
pointless. Like somebody in your ear is telling you to do एक टास्क था जहां पे उन लोगों को कोई एक रिंग एक पोल पे डालना था. तो पोल पे डालने के लिए one person is protecting the pole. Okay, now there is this woman, शिल्पा or whatever. She's protecting the pole. अब ये बुड्ढी है, मैं उसको गर्दन से पकड़ के खींच तो नहीं सकता हूँ. So if she's not letting go, there has to be some civility. तो फरा and everybody is at a standstill now कि what do we do? फरा is like क्या तुम लोग इंटरेस्टेड नहीं हो गेम में? तो क्या उसको जाके मुक्का मार दूं क्या मैं? What the fuck do
वही
you
तो
want?
चाहते थे. But
Maro.
वही तो they want in this show especially. The physical was not an issue. You could block your thing, so they had to pull them. Otherwise, you're going to lose.
अरे बट
But like
कितना जोर से? There's a
that
limit to
task
how
I
much
know
you can
that
do ना without
ये बोला
injuring
that
a
was
human
wrong.
being.
वो
Yeah.
वाला नहीं करना चाहिए था.
बट
खींचम
सारे
खाची
टास्क इन
वाला.
लोग के ऐसे ही है. एवरी टास्क ओके. दिस इज द थिंग डिफरेंस बिटवीन अलायंस एंड दिस. अलायंस इज अ गेम बेस्ड थिंग. So there are certain rules, you have to follow the rules. Whoever does it fastest, ठीक है. There's some manipulation here and there between advantages that you can get during the task. Lock up. It's like ये आपका टास्क है, बट आप अपने बाजू वाले का पूरा गेम बिगाड़ भी सकते हैं. So अगर कौतुक ने एक हाउस ऑफ कार्ड्स बनाया है, तो एज अपोज टू आदर मेकिंग हिज हाउस ऑफ कार्ड्स फास्टर, आदर के पास
Yeah.
ऑप्शन है कि कौतुक का हाउस ऑफ कार्ड्स गिरा दे every 2 minutes.
Alliance was, I think, the sort of, better thought through show, but I think this guy was way more chaotic.
I
Like it
actually
was
had more fun
just,
watching. I had more fun watching Lock Up. Alliance also, I'm halfway. मैंने 50 episode है bro. 45 episodes या कुछ तो है.
Alliance, the games
wow.
get better, Thakur. That's why the more
No, that's
complicated
That
fine. I'm
games
going to
get.
watch it. Even though
Yeah.
I know who has won Alliance, I'm still going to watch it. I know who's
Yeah,
won it.
because again, you
But
can Alliance also, you can tell who's winning right from the beginning. You
top
can
5
tell.
तो बोल ही सकता है.
हाँ.
this
In
is,
fact, bro,
and
in Lock Up, I'll tell you about things like how you can make up shit, okay? So towards your final, when you have to get your final 3 or 5, right? So Shreya got this advantage, which was, it was just called advantage. What is the advantage? You can eliminate anybody you want right now. Okay, so that's her advantage, which is a great advantage to have. If I had it, I would want to eliminate who I think is my toughest competition, because I want to win the fucking game, or who I don't like, either or. So she has said, I nominate Shivangi. Now Shivangi has just run back crying because Harshad has taken the final spot. Okay, instead of
and they
giving it
know
up
that
for
there's
her.
at least 2 more days of crying that Shivangi can give. They know that
So
she
you know
has it
how
in
they.
her.
By the way, that was the climax of this their entire arc, where he fucked her over. Okay, not fucked her over, but he took the final spot. She was thrown into the thing. She gets eliminated. So Ritesh is like, okay, Shivangi, जैसे हमने बोला था कि आपके पास एडवांटेज कार्ड है, आपने बोला है आप शिवांगी को नॉमिनेट करना चाहते हैं, हमें सिर्फ नाम चाहिए था, क्योंकि ये आउट होंगे या नहीं, ये सिर्फ हमारे फर्स्ट फाइनलिस्ट डिसाइड कर सकते हैं. अबे ये क्या है? तो
लिटरली यू हैव एन एडवांटेज. आप बताएंगे कि कौन एलिमिनेट होगा, बट वी जस्ट वांटेड योर ओपिनियन.
That's it. And they take the advantage from her. She says Shivangi, and then Harshad, because that is the ultimate sacrifice, right? मैंने तेरे से लिया, अभी मैं तुझे देख के एकदम hero arc complete. So he's like, okay, I will let Shivangi go, and he sacrificed his spot.
Yeah, no, and I think
sob story जो उनकी चली है ना, bro.
This is my opinion. Like, I understand completely where makers. By the way, the in the reality show community, the fans, they don't call them producers or show creators. They call them makers. Makers have decided. Makers are doing this. Makers are doing this. Right? So maker interference. So the thing is that I understand where the sort of like why you want as a person producing a show, why you want certain things to be a certain way, because you want to keep your best stuff for the end. And reality shows are unpredictable in the sense that you may not be able to keep your very best till the very end. So I get that they intervene, but I think it dilutes the experience. Like because if you set up some rules, you want those rules to be followed as a viewer. This is my opinion.
Yeah.
And and it's your job to kind of see that those rules design the rules in such a way that when
but that's where it comes in now. One is follow the rules and see, and the other thing is what you're going to get more watch time
footage out of,
then work backward, because then eventually what did it become? The entire show became Shivangi, the supposed good girl, and then Shreya, like the chick who's been fighting with everybody, and she's good versus evil type. Usme bhi Shivangi ka itna manipulative, because you knew Harshad likes you and you manipulated him throughout. वो सब वाले vibe निकले. Then towards the end, the finale episode, bro, they have gotten ex-inmates to vote. Okay. And I think they probably figured out that when ex-inmates have voted, they've all voted for Shivangi to win. So now they have gotten a panel of 30 esteemed journalists.
Bhai, that esteemed agar mere samne, if I was a contestant and they went, these are esteemed journalists of India, mere muh se hansi nikal jata muh pe.
Bro, Ramnath Goenka is turning in his grave listening to those guys being called esteemed journalists. Pink Villa, Bollywood Hangama. They have come. एक तो first footage निकालने की ये लोग आए तो अभी contender की बजाओ. So they've literally said, आप तो manipulative निकली, आप तो ये हो, तुम तो ये हो, सब बोल दिया, and then they got them also to vote. Why is the fate of a reality show half of it hinging on these 30, 20, whatever fucking people who've shown up? Who are they? Yeah. Why are they anything to do with anything? It's not audience voting also. It is, I feel it was थोड़ा उन लोगों ने घुमाया. They've realized कि शिवांगी जीत रही, and they're like, नहीं, हम लोग को थोड़ा ऐसा करना चाहिए, because then that can't be the template for how to win reality.
No, because they were like, देख हम लोग ने उसके background music पे पैसा खर्चा किया, that can't go to waste. So now we have to get esteemed journalists and blow steam up our ass.
No, but think about this. That becomes blueprint, right? Shreya is somebody that everybody in the house had a problem with. Yet she has given most
footage
to the show, right? By doing the kidas that she does. Do I agree with it? Not necessarily. But in terms of screen time and what you're eventually watching, because half these guys in the beginning were actually very sad. They were just sad. कुछ हो रहा ही नहीं था. याद है? That's why even randomly Sunita saying mother chod, बोले oh fuck क्या मजा आ गया bro, कुछ तो हुआ क्योंकि सुनीता ने mother chod क्योंकि कुछ करने नहीं थे. So I think then that, if you look at it, becomes the blueprint. Okay, Shreya. So now anybody else coming in, they are obviously going to watch season 1, right? They're going to say, okay, what has worked, what hasn't. So if you're
And
able
you're
to,
right,
Oh God,
Thakur,
there's
you
going
are
to be 20
100%
Shreyas.
right.
Just walk into the house.
yes,
Yes,
and
and you
that
know,
is your season 2. Now you want 20
and
Shreyas, at least
no,
10.
so here's the interesting thing, okay? This is again what my feeling on it is. I saw this happen with Love is Blind. Okay, season 1 of Love is Blind was such an interesting season because nobody knew what the show was. So for those of you who don't know what Love is Blind is, it's arranged marriage but done by the West. Okay, it is keep guys and girls come into this reality show. They cannot see each other. They just interact through their voice. There's a wall in the middle, and then eventually you have to propose to a person. That's how you then build a relationship.
Without
And then
seeing
3
them.
weeks later, you have
Yeah,
to get
without
married.
seeing them,
Without
and
seeing
you
them.
have to agree, disagree without seeing them.
Yeah, and then you propose to them without seeing them, or as they call it on Love is Blind, sight unseen.
Right, unseen.
And then you eventually spend 3 weeks with them. This time you can see each other. And then you at the altar you have to decide.
Yeah, but that's the beauty of it. It goes till the end.
Till
So
the
even if
altar.
you have to say no, you have to say no.
At the altar.
Yeah, say yes or no. क्या बोलते हैं जब ये बोलते हैं ना? Do you take him?
Do you take this person to be your lawfully wedded?
So the interesting thing was season 1, because nobody knew what it was, they were quasi serious people. They were like, yeah, I'm looking to get married on the show. Right? But then as the seasons progressed and it became a bigger and bigger hit, it sort of attracts these, these
The
social
more it turns
climbers
to
and
shit, it attracts flies.
yeah. It brings out these people who are like, "Arey, मैं इससे तो
Suddenly
छा
bodybuilders are
जाऊंगा internet पे."
suddenly the typical the reality show crowd
And
just shows up.
and sadly, it dilutes the experience because no matter how much we want trash, we also want sincerity along with it.
Hope. You
You
want
want-
hope?
Bro, precisely why I stopped watching. Like I think watched the first 5-6 seasons of Big Boss. इज्जत से हम लोग देख रहे थे till 2012-13 तक तो देखा होगा. Whatever first 5-6, it's on 20th season now. 2006 से चालू है ना. 5-6 seasons I had seen. After that, I couldn't. Your taste changed and all of that, but also there, what you said about the kind, like there's a certain kind of people that come in which after a point I can't.
And you can, as a viewer, you can sense the inauthenticity because you know that these people are being or behaving a certain way to get, to get fame or to get views or to get attention or to do whatever, right? So there is a cynicism that creeps into these reality shows and they cease being real. And if the word reality is in it, you need to have, and it's the paradox because you cannot have a reality show become that popular, not be known, and get people on who have no idea what the format is. Right? So it's the challenge is honestly, how do you keep something running while you know that public jo aane wala hai, wo, increasingly ज़्यादा और ज़्यादा पागल होने वाले. So the pagalpan is at an all-time high.
Bro, but since we are talking lockup का तो बात कर लिया. Alliance में halfway तक हूँ, but so far my highlight from Alliance has been seeing Sohail Khan just zombie walk
But
through the
also,
show.
Sohail Khan
Dude.
is the buck that everybody keeps passing to each other. I don't know why. I think they're scared of Salman or whatnot. But they're just like, अभी सोहेल को तू रख. You know, सोहेल वो है जो एक भाई आता है ना, छोटा भाई आता है जिसको क्रिकेट खिलाना होता है. और अब तू रख. अब किसके टीम में जाएगा ये छोटा भाई? क्योंकि कौतुक अपने छोटे भाई को लाया.
Hats off to the makers. It's quite a left field choice. Okay, I would not have thought of Sohail Khan being there, and precisely why I think he kind of works in spite of doing not much till whatever I've watched so far. Okay, I've not seen him do any task. They literally treat him with like kiddie gloves. ठीक है? But one task of his that I will tell you about. Okay, it was a general knowledge something where the question comes, it's a riddle and they have to give the answer. So the riddle is, मैं बहुत तेज भागता हूँ, अगर मैं सोया नहीं होता तो मैं रेस जीत गया होता, कौन हूँ मैं? Right? Guess guys, who is this person? Not person. What is this animal?
Rabbit.
I run very fast, and if I had not slept, I would have won the race. Rabbit, right? Bhai gaye. Firstly, he's not able to type on a keyboard for some reason.
He says, I
Okay,
have
so he's
never typed on
typing
a
very.
keyboard in my life. He says that I have never typed on a
Oh, he
keyboard.
said that.
Yeah.
Then proceeds to type the answer. And here are the answers that he has written.
By the way,
He has
writer's
written.
son. He's a writer's son.
He has written. First answer is raccoon. RAKOON. Raccoon.
Which is
He has written
fine.
raccoon.
हो
ठीक
जाता
है?
है.
Raccoon Preet. Then next, he has written octopus. Oh, not even octopus. OTOPUS.
Please understand,
Octopus.
Kautuk is laughing so loud that his noise cancellation mic is cutting out his laughter because he's laughing that loud.
It doesn't end. Then he's written some other 1 2 animals that I can't remember. And he has written black buck. Bro, you can't script this.
और ब्लैक बग का स्पेलिंग करेक्ट है बिकॉज ब्लैक बग तो बहुत सारे एफआईआर में पढ़ा है. से ये याद है मेरे को इसका स्पेलिंग.
Why?
Pause. He has actually written black buck. He wrote it.
He thought it and then he wrote it.
And then later Salman also comes on the show, right?
Yeah. And he comes as a cowboy.
Bro, they've been teasing that for all the episodes that I'm also watching, and he's still very many episodes away.
4 एपिसोड देखे जहाँ पे एपिसोड के टेल में हो जाता है ना कमिंग नेक्स्ट, उसमें सलमान वॉक्स इनटू द हाउस. कल का एपिसोड तो देखूंगा मैं. वापस वही एपिसोड के टेल में वापस सलमान. अच्छा ठीक है चल, दे प्लेड अ फास्ट वन, नेक्स्ट एपिसोड में तो आएगा ही. नेक्स्ट वन 4 एपिसोड तक खींचा है इसको.
Hilarious.
For Salman
But
coming
also,
in, and after a while, I knew what would happen. I saw one shot where Salman is sitting in the center and all these people are around him like a pravachan. ऐसा हो रहा है. And at one point, Salman is just blabbering. And Aparna just turns to me and goes, "Ye kya hai? Why didn't they edit this?" Because Salman came in for half an hour and they've used every piece of footage they have of Salman. कि ये कुछ edit नहीं होएगा, डालो Salman को.
But the thing is, Salman had to come on Alliance because he ain't going to lock up again.
But Alliance पे आके वो he's talking about his experience in the lockup. वो आके बता रहा है कि क्या हुआ था. This is so much better. मैं तो यहाँ रह सकता हूँ.
क्या बोल रहा है?
Sohail, because Sohail has a mental breakdown. Sohail has a mental breakdown and he starts trying to kick the door down and leave the house.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's why they call. So that's what they played.
I wouldn't be surprised. And they're like, we'll just keep him. I think they tolerated him throughout all those episodes of him not doing much. So बहुत सारे task को कर रहा नहीं है. They're like, eventually he'll break, and that's when we'll play the Salman card. कि Salman वो time पे आ जाएगा अंदर. एक बार उसको मिलने के लिए. Octopus. अबे raccoon यार, raccoon. What is going on?
So you know what has happened?
One thing I'll tell
you know what happened? Why Kautuk he was confused because he wasn't looking at the riddle. So you have to type the right answer, and घर में stuffed toys are hidden throughout the house. Little stuffed toys. एक rabbit का है, raccoon का है. So instead of finding the clue, getting the answer and searching for one stuffed toy, सोहेल ने सारे stuffed toy हाथ में लिए और रूम में लाके रख दिए. So now he's not looking at the riddle only. He's just looking raccoon. Octopus. He's just trying out everything as opposed to actually solving the riddle.
Bro, they had Ravi Kishan. You know this, na? So Ravi Kishan आया अपनी बेटी के साथ as alliance, ठीक है? He is coming and Ravi Kishan is just money follows my brother. He इसका वही सब चल रहा है, ठीक है? उसमें भी he's in alliance. He was.
Yeah, and his daughter's name is Riva, which is just it's just a sort of rearrangement of Ravi.
Who is exactly Ravi Kishan, but if Ravi Kishan was a whatever 25-year-old girl, the way they talk also is the same way of talking. Anyway, so he's there for 1 week and then he's probably realized कि बस मैं इधर आया हूँ just because I want to I want to leave, but I don't want to be eliminated and leave. So उसका आया है कि सिस्टम करके जो है that gives an alert saying रवि जी आपको अभी देश के काम के लिए बाहर जाना.
And I think this was
देश की सेवा के लिए. देश देश के सेवा के लिए बाहर जाना है, हाँ, अराउंड दैट टाइम देश के सेवा के लिए बाहर जाना है बस. एंड देन ही हैज कम आउट एंड सेड नीट अखबार.
He said neat अखबार.
नीट
You don't know
अखबार
this? Ravi Kishan has said नीट अखबार.
लीक हो
ये
गया.
जो भी नीट अखबार लीक हुए हैं उसके ऊपर, अरे भाई उसके my entire timeline is just Ravi Kishan. It is just Ravi Kishan.
That says a
Money
lot. That
follows
says
my
more about
Baba.
you. That says more about you than that does about Ravi Kishan, Varun.
No, bro. I saw one video and then they said that because every day he's doing something. He started singing that song. So that song has been playing in my head. Now I've forgotten. So please don't remind me that song. There's a song that he sung which became very popular. And then it got stuck in my head. And when I'm trying to sleep, I can hear that song. And
Also, वो
him
देश की
singing
सेवा के लिए निकला है. And then the next video that has come up is he's at a press junket dancing
dancing on stage.
for some TV show is promoting. देश की सेवा.
No, and also he has sing Desh Ki Seva, but when they have done that, they have put that melancholic music, not melancholic music, but वो तो होता है ना थोड़ा टिंग 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 वाला
You think वो
लोग रो रहे हैं.
सरहद पे जाके लड़ने जा रहे हैं?
हाँ.
No.
अबे सरहद के लिए भी उन लोग कम करते हैं. इसके लिए इतना ये उन्होंने बड़ा सीन किया है रवि किशन के लिए. To come out and do whatever. नीट अखबार. नीट अखबार. But you know, one thing I've realized, Alliance का hack क्या है? Alliance का hack है that Khemo comes to host on the weekends. And then the rest of the week, he's not there. Lock Up, you had your host coming pretty much every episode, right? So they're there to stir the pot, get those things out. So it's a very different experience watching it with the host coming throughout. You know what Alliance does? They make the people who are in the house only read everything. तो देखो फुकट के होस्ट मिल रहे हैं. चिन्नप्पा है ऑलरेडी, वो तो 20 साल से
बट ये सभी होस्ट है ना. चिन्नप्पा, मिनी माथुर, सब होस्ट
लोग कर रहे हैं.
आई लव
whoever becomes the ace, whoever becomes the ace
एज अ होस्ट बिकॉज अग्गो हिंदी बात करना सीख गया है. बट फॉर
वो
हिम टू
नाइजीरियन
रीड,
गाया.
हाँ, सो बट फॉर हिम टू रीड हिंदी दैट इज phonetically translated to English is awesome to watch.
So they basically make all these guys host internally only. तो उन लोग का तो बच गया भाई. होस्ट का कॉस्ट ही बच गया. तू उन लोग के अंदर डाल रहा है, उन लोग को बोल रहा है तू ही पढ़, तू ही fuck it.
I enjoyed Alliance more because I am more a game watching person. So the games, when they get more and more complicated, I don't know why Physical 100. I don't know if you guys have watched Physical 100.
Heard of it.
Yeah, so it's a Korean show where they get elite athletes, elite in their specific things, and 100 athletes compete to become the one person who's the best out of all 100 from different disciplines.
Oh,
And
Olympics.
it's insane games. Like you're pushing a fucking rock up, which is almost 50 kilos or 100 kilos. And all, like, they'll be divided into teams and shit. And SSA, they'll keep getting less. Like legit wrestling and shit that is happening. But it's part of the task because these guys are athletes. They know how to follow correct rules and shit. So it's fun to watch. So I enjoy watching that kind of stuff. I don't know why India में हुआ नहीं है because we've got enough sports people to do it.
आराम से करना चाहिए. But like, for example, like by the way, South Korea, there's a lot of other very interesting shows coming out. I don't know if I've ever spoken about this show called Culinary Class Wars. Right? It's a cooking show, but the logline of that show is MasterChef meets Squid Games. Okay, so
क्या मार डालते हैं उन लोग को?
नहीं. It's like the presentation of it is very Squid Games. Okay, like the way that it sort of looks and feels and all that. But the main distinction is that there are black spoons and white spoons. Okay, the black spoons are like, home chefs or like just intermediates in that space. White spoons are Michelin star like chefs, okay, and they are competing against each other. Okay, so can you imagine the stakes of having 2 Michelin stars and then losing out to some dude
Auntie
who runs a ramen stall down the road?
Ah, but this is damn good.
But that's the thing, na. The ramen stall guy is probably making that same recipe. In these countries, they make that same recipe family, generation. So they've perfected a couple of recipes. So they're excellent at that. So
No,
there's a
exactly.
good
And the
chance
thing
he
is-
might lose.
नहीं,
No,
जैसे
and
तेरा
the-
देख अभी तेरा बॉम्बे सैंडविच वाला, ठीक है, एवरीबॉडी हैज वन सैंडविच वाला व्हिच इज यूनिक, क्योंकि वो एक चीज इतने बार बना दी है कि वो रिफाइन होके अभी इट्स
Yeah.
सेट.
उसका पसीने का टेस्ट देखो और कहीं नहीं मिलेगा.
No, and which is what I'm saying. Like the pressure on those white spoons is enormous,
Yeah.
enormous, and very fun to watch. Very fun as a concept show, etc. And production value. Like if some of the things they've done is insane, right? That's one. The second one that we are watching is 90 Day Fiancé, all-time
Wow.
classic.
Please tell me what happens.
Thakur, you know
Is
what
it a
they've done?
fiancé for 90 days?
90 days.
Nay, this whole reality show has come out of a US visa regulation. Okay, so the US offers you a K1 visa, which is a fiance visa. So if you have a fiance, if an American has a fiance from outside the country, they can get this K1 visa and the fiance can enter America for 90 days. At the end of 90 days, this guy will have to, or this girl will have to go back unless they get married. तो 3 महीने में तू लेके आ जहां से भी दुनिया से पकड़ के लेके आ एंड अभी तुम लोग फिगर आउट करो कि whether this person
Is
should be
compatible.
with you or not.
Huh.
Is compatible or not. Now, in one of the seasons, in the latest one, or maybe the season before this, they had an American woman who has a redneck father, and she is in love with an Iranian man.
Oh, bro.
तो वो आता है ईरान से, ठीक है, और उसका like meaning he looks like he is like meaning
His father's worst
like he's
nightmare.
got
Her father's worst nightmare.
the Iranian has shell shock as he's looking at America. He's shell shocked. Okay, like he says the randomest things. He's looking out the window and he sees an American flag and so this girl asks him, what are you looking at? Says, the American flag. First time I'm seeing it fluttering in wind.
Yeah.
In our country, I only see it burning.
Oh shit!
Oh,
shit!
Deep cut.
Bro, it's
No, and once again, this Iranian fiance is going and staying with this redneck father-in-law.
No. So he's
Damn,
staying with this girl.
Who let them Iranians in?
Bro, but
Iranian.
the drama that is inherent in this is what reality TV is and should be, right? Like the drama that's inherent within this. Look at the conflicts, right? Look at the contrast. American woman who's found an Iranian boyfriend. So geopolitically, they're in a mess, right? Culturally, they're in a mess. Then he comes over. Now he has to meet the redneck father. Now that itself is a mess. Except here's the additional complication.
Redneck father shows up with a shotgun.
No, it's much sadder. The father has an illness.
Bro.
And
wow.
And now so imagine the psychological pressure on this woman who is like, dude, I'm bringing this dude over and making him meet my father, which I know is going to cause all of this confusion and pain. And I don't and now I have 30 days, 3 months to figure it out on reality TV. So it's some other level of stuff that goes on. And these I must say, there is all of this stuff that it's very enjoyable to watch, as a viewer. But I must say, my respect for people who produce this also goes so high up. You have to interact with some of the folks who make these things to realize all the things that go into finding these people.
That's why they are makers. They're not producers. They're makers.
That's right. They're makers. And to make this to bring this situation onto camera is a feat.
I'm telling you, I've seen जब मैं सिड वर्सेस वरुण करता था बिंदास के लिए, सेम इस पे इमोशनल अत्याचार बन, and I had all the behind the scenes this of emotional अत्याचार, same production house, friends are working on it,
legendary. Legendary.
मैंने वो story बोला था ना, I knew one guy who showed up who was going to be on an emotional अत्याचार episode. I already knew. I obviously didn't tell anybody. Then turns out we go to play a cricket match and this guy is in the opposite team. And this entire time he's getting budgeted by all the batsmen. ठीक है, तो उसने रन भी बहुत दिया, उसकी टीम हार भी गई है. मैं बोला भाई तेरे को मालूम नहीं फ्राइडे को क्या होने वाला है तेरे साथ. This cricket match.
You thought this is the worst week of your life.
wait till Friday, bro. तेरा आने वाला और आ गया
By the
उसका.
way, here's another interesting question, which is that how much, something has clearly changed, like from the reality shows that were being made in a pre-smartphone era versus the reality shows being made today. And what I mean by that is that back in the day, when you look at some of the older episodes of reality shows, you genuinely see more naive contestant. And what I mean by naive is a less camera, literate, less expressive, more natural
The
contestant.
experiment, basically the controlled experiment that it is actually
what I also mean is that this is also a reality show that happens every day, right? That people are doing, self-produced, single cam, right?
You are the maker.
So you are the maker, right? So a lot of and it's essentially the same thing, right? Where you're creating a character for yourself, you're telling people about a journey constantly, right? So a lot of the guys who make it to reality shows come from being social media stars. So they have so much more of a camera friendliness, sort of like an ability to talk and speak and voice their opinion in a media friendly package, which I think, like, I don't know, like it makes it fun, but it's also like you want to see like the guy who lives down the hall, like you said, na Thakur, कि वो मेरे साथ क्रिकेट खेलता है और अभी कल फ्राइडे को टीवी
उसका
पे आने वाला है.
इमोशनली अत्याचार होने वाला है.
That's what you want, man. So I don't know, like.
So basically, you want all your neighbors on reality show. That's what you want, Kautuk. The guy you saw yesterday in your
no,
lift.
Bro,
but
if
what
you
I'm getting
want
at
that,
is
just go to the reception in your building and look at all the security cameras. That is your
bang on
own. And bro, the amount of
reality, Big
time this
Boss.
happened, कल मेरे साथ हुआ, ठीक है? So I've come in to
Yeah.
get the lift, but दोनों lift 22 माले पे, ठीक है? So
Oh,
I know it's going to take some time, right? क्योंकि बीच में और लोग रुकेंगे, एक लिफ्ट थोड़ा चल रहा नहीं था, तो मैं उधर खड़ा हूँ, and then I just looked to the side, and now there is a full live
Oh yeah,
feed.
by the way, Varun's building is a reality show waiting to happen. Varun ka building. Because the number of cameras that is there, it's entertainment to watch when you go to Varun's house.
कैमरास
तो
तो
I'm
है ही
telling you, मैं कल
कैरेक्टर
वही
के.
मैं ऐसा टर्न किया हूँ, अभी उसमें है दो लिफ्ट का, ठीक है, और नीचे पार्किंग का, एक आउटसाइड का, एक ये इनसाइड का, इनसाइड गेट, आउटसाइड गेट, तू जिधर लॉबी में है वो, हर फ्लोर के जो मेन तेरा व्हाटएवर दैट लैंडिंग एरिया है उधर
Foyer, हाँ.
कुछ, हाँ फॉयर, उधर कुछ ना कुछ चल रहा है, कोई किसका कुछ चल रहा है, किसी का कुत्ता कुछ है, कोई ऐसे ही रुका है, कोई. I've seen first and yesterday one person on the 13th floor who kept pressing the lift. He kept because he's like, if I press it multiple times, no, it'll come faster to me. And I've seen it happen that that urgency. We've all done it, right? At some point, कि 2-3 बार दबा देता, भाई ये आदमी बंद ही नहीं कर रहा, उसको या तो सुसु आई थी या तो कुछ तो करना था, लेट हो रहा था, भारी लेट हो रहा था किधर जाने के लिए, वो दबा.
No, so to add to this, right? Like one sort of modification / mutation of reality shows was vlogs or is vlogs.
Still
Right?
is, yeah.
Where you take your own sort of like life and you give it a narrative and you package it and you put it out, right? And I find like for example, some of the stuff that like vlogs have also morphed into. उस दिन मेरे feed पे एक ये आया था, एक आंटी है जो she has a pet चूहा. I forget his name, some cute name is word. वो चूहे का लाइफ व्लॉग कर रही है वो. अभी ये सो रहा है, अभी मैं उसको खाना खिलाने वाली हूँ, ये देखो मैंने उसके लिए गाजर लाया, वो गाजर खाएगा, फिर वो एंड सब मैं देख रहा हूँ फॉर सम रीजन. मैं अब इन्वेस्टेड हूँ ये.
See, the thing is, these are things where, okay, I can show you one video where it's like, you know exactly what is going to happen, but you cannot stop watching. It's something bizarre. Like, it's like, you know exactly what is going to happen in the video, but for some reason, you just can't stop watching the video.
Sure. By the way, so this other thing, sorry, just to add before you show the video, like there's a whole bunch of pages, by the way, now called with various versions of Ghar ke Kalesh, Society ke Kalesh, just Kaleshi videos, okay, where people are fighting. So it's endless entertainment.
That is basically the juicy parts of all your reality shows, na? Where between all the sob stories, एक जो झगड़ा कर रहा है, तो वही, I can't believe he said that to her, she said that to him, some shit. You watch it.
मैं बताता हूँ एक वीडियो इसके बाद. हाँ.
So this is one video where a woman who was hiking. This is an old woman who was hiking, Okay, and she broke her nose while hiking. And then she did not want an airlift. She just wanted to go to a regular hospital the normal way. But they insisted on sending an airlift for her. Okay, and this is what happened when she got onto the airlift. ये दादी है, by the way.
No,
Imagine your grandmother being
no,
lifted. And this is just the start. It, they
no.
can't figure out how to stop it. So now they lower her back. And that starts spinning it even more.
Oh, bro, did she survive this?
She went on to survive this and she got so
Well,
pissed
Thank
she
God.
won a $450,000 lawsuit against the hospital
that's crazy.
over a
What the
broken.
fuck was
But
it?
you can't stop watching. You know what's
You can't
happening.
stop watching it.
Bro, I thought it was
It's,
going to fall.
yeah, like
I
another
thought
video.
eventually it
You
will give
know,
way and
like a langur has broken into a बच्चों का cricket match. And I can't stop watching this langur beat the shit out of these children. वो जाके बस बच्चों को मार.
oh,
You cannot stop watching.
bro, that's a drop kick. Oh,
Oh shit.
oh, bop.
Oh man.
You can't stop
Bro, this
watching the langur
this
beating up children.
this became Coco so fast.
Dude, this became Royal Rumble. He's like, oh my God, he's in there. Stone Cold Steve Austin comes in. Oh, I can't believe it. He's going off the rope. Oh.
Sorry, kabaddi. Kabaddi is what I'm thinking about. Not Coco.
But that's what you know exactly what is going to happen. You know that there are going to be fights in reality shows. You know they're going to be fucking
Yeah,
horrible to each other. You know they're going to
yeah.
be put into situations that you would normally never be put in. It's a stress test. But you
Hmm.
can't
Yeah.
stop watching.
You
This
can't stop
video just
watching.
is all reality TV. This langur video is just us watching langurs on TV beating each other up. That's it. That's
I
what
don't
reality
know.
TV is.
Like they used to. I think it's still the case where for example, like Twitter, the whole model of Twitter works on the fact that if you get people angry enough, they will never leave the site, right? And it's true because and the thing is, it's like the minute you log off from that site, you
Yeah.
feel better. Your sort of BP comes down, your mind feels fresher and clearer. But
Hmm.
you know all of these things, and yet
Yeah.
you want to go back into that cesspool, right? Like
Yeah.
the instinct to not let go of a fight or to not let go of, no matter how bad, like I think when people feel bad, they feel alive. I think they enjoy that. They're like, maza aaya. Blood
Mm.
is pumping through me
Sometimes I
again.
cut myself to see how much I'll bleed. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
it's one of those. One of those. So
मस्त
Oh.
और है कोई
perfect.
तुम्हारे पास रिसेंटली और उसके
देख
अलावा
एक
क्या
मैं
ट्विटर
रियलिटी शो
90
देख रहा हूँ which is the current one that I'm watching and we've kind of given up on it but we will still eventually come and watch the finale when it comes out. It's called Who Let's Marry Harry.
Why
Let's
does it
Marry
sound like they found a guy with a name and then they work
Harry.
backwards to rhyme it to a title?
So Harry is this Australian influencer whose two best friends, okay, two best friends and his ex-girlfriend are helping him find a wife. And Harry is locked in a mansion with, I think, 40 girls or something.
Huh.
And there is one episode where it's just titled, Why Am I Kissing Everyone? This guy, for one episode, has gone ऐसे line में, he's kissing somebody, a girl has interrupted him while kissing somebody and gone, now it's my turn. तो you assume कि इसको बात करनी है या कुछ. नहीं, चुम्मा चाटी. ये एक घंटे के लिए चला है. Where he's like, I
एक
think my
घंटा
lips are, हाँ, like चलते जा रहा. Full evening is just been that. And it ends with him having sex with one of the girls or something. But it's just 40 people locked in a house with one dude, and it has stopped being them wanting to find a husband and now just become I don't want to get eliminated. You can see the transition where it's like I just don't want to get eliminated now, so I will do whatever it takes to not get eliminated till the end. And he's not the one choosing, it's his friends eliminating. वो जो तीन बंदे हैं, उसके दोस्त और उसकी ex girlfriend,
Oh,
they are the ones eliminating, and he can save one person every week. But if he saves one person, then he has to eliminate another person instead of that.
interesting.
Yeah, भाई suddenly ये देख के टिस आर्मी उधर चले गए हैं. Views for Let's Marry Harry
Marry
have gone
Harry.
up
नहीं गाइस,
significantly.
गो टू Amazon का जो भी YouTube चैनल और वहां पे लिखो वरुण ठाकुर इज अ ट्रेटर.
अबे हट पे छूती है, मेरे को नहीं, इस पे मैरी हैरी पे नहीं जाना.
अरे मैरी
नहीं
हैरी
नहीं
नहीं, मैं
ट्रेटर ट्रेटर
Amazon पे जाके ट्रेटर पे लिखो. अबे मैरी
हाँ
हैरी पे क्यों
ट्रेटर्स
just
है.
लिखेगा?
write just write
वो लोग वहां पे
don't write anything,
कंफ्यूज,
just
ये वरुण ठाकुर कौन है और व्हाई इज ही अ ट्रेटर? इज ही ऑन दिस शो?
Varun Thakur is the traitor should be the line that you use.
या
Go
वरुण
to
ठाकुर इज अ ट्रेटर.
Instagram, YouTube, wherever,
No,
just write
that's
Varun Thakur is a
confusing.
traitor.
Say get Varun Thakur on Traitors. भाई
Oh,
थोड़ा
okay.
अरे
syntax is important.
नो, जस्ट वरुण
Or
ठाकुर इज अ
write
ट्रेटर. वरुण ठाकुर,
That is a statement.
रिमूव एवरीथिंग एल्स. वरुण ठाकुर ट्रैटर,
this,
और ट्रैटर लिखो, और ट्रैक्टर.
yeah.
राइट, वरुण ठाकुर इज अ ट्रैक्टर.
Written by Sohail Khan. Written
या
by Sohail Khan.
वरुण ठाकुर इज अ ट्रैक्टर.
After his success on
Written by
Alliance.
Autopus.
No, after his success on Alliance, Sohail Khan to join his new show, and it's called Tractors.
Oh man.
It's just men from
मजेदार.
the city
जाके
trying
देखो
to
भाई.
drive tractors. That's it.
Which he's not able to.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, तो reality show की बातें तो होती रहेंगी. If there are other fun reality shows that you guys are watching, let us know in the comments. Let us know also what you thought about Lock Up and Alliance, and why you watching Marry Harry instead of watching this. Let us know in the comments below. But ये तो था आज का एपिसोड. नेक्स्ट वीक बाय पॉपुलर डिमांड हम लाने वाले हैं भूतिया स्टोरीज, हॉरर स्टोरीज. तो किधर जाइएगा मत. एपिसोड्स आर ड्रॉपिंग वीक ऑन वीक. And we'll see you again next Tuesday. Until then, it's goodbye. Take care. Tada. Salameshk.
एक और वीडियो दिखाओ तुम लोग को, पोएट्री इन मोशन. You you know exactly what is going to happen. But
Oh, I know,
these are
I've
two
seen
brothers who have
Legendary.
who have tied a boxing glove to a rope. Okay, and साथ में
Thakur,
एक
this
बॉटल है
is
सर पे, उसको बॉटल उड़ानी है अपने भाई के सर से. दिस इज ठाकुर एंड हिज ब्रदर. उसने
Yeah.
बॉटल,
Thakur, this is a master class in suspense.
परफेक्शन. अब दूसरे भाई की टर्न है. ओके,
Master class in suspense.
you know what is going to happen. You know
I know
exact,
it.
but you can't stop
Oh.
watching.
कब पढ़ेंगे
ये
कब
वाले पे होने
पढ़ेंगे
वाला है. ये वाले पे. ओ ये वाले पे भी नहीं हुआ.
अब देख
थोड़ा आ गया है ना अभी. ओ
Oh.
ये भी नहीं हुआ. अबे
To the
यार.
point where the
ये-
boy has given up. It's like, चल इससे होने नहीं वाला है.
Oh. Oh.
बट हुक अच्छा है कि चलते जा रही है. उसका
चलते
अच्छा
जा
है.
रहा है. You
क्योंकि मैं
can't
3 बार
stop.
बोला अभी लगेगा, लेकिन नहीं लगा तब. मजेदार. सही है. ओके, सी यू. बाय बाय. अभी हम लोग भी ऐसे चलाएंगे कि एपिसोड खत्म हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा है, इन लोग और बात करने वाले कि नहीं बात करने, है ना.
नहीं, अभी
नहीं,
हमारा
नहीं
एक
बात
गेस्ट जो बाहर चला गया था वो वापस आएगा. नेविल शाह, आप आइए. सिस्टम चाहते हैं नेविल शाह.
ओके
Neville
चलो
खुद को ही
बाय.
eliminate
बट
कर
अभी
दिया
तक
बे.
खत्म नहीं किया, अभी तक चल रहा है. हाँ बोल बोल क्या. सडनली हम लोग का वॉच टाइम ऐसे बढ़ गया. वॉच टाइम हो गया 1 hour 15 minutes. क्या हुआ भाई, ऐसा क्या एपिसोड डाल दिया. नहीं, हम ऐसा प्रिटेंड कर रहे थे कि एपिसोड खत्म हो गया, लेकिन नहीं हुआ है. क्या आप अभी भी हो या नहीं.
Why you here?
Please write. Oh.
चल, अभी
Why
बंद
am
कर.
I here? Why am I here? Just write why am I here in the comments if you reach this far.
चलो बंद. एंड बंद करूँ या अभी भी चालू रखूं. अरे वो पॉइंट भी बोलना था, छोड़ रहे